I've been running portfolios for a long time, and all I'm trying to get expressed within this view is this is the biggest, best single bet I've ever seen in my career, of every asset I've ever looked at. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity we're being given. We get to front run a wall of money.
Welcome to another Bitcoin Builder video, and today we'll be looking at an interview that Cointelegraph did with RAOUL, and I've edited this interview down from over 23 minutes to just hit the highlights that I thought were important, and to spare you from most of the interviewer's negative nonsense questions that only the most uninformed people would ask. And I know that's not who watches videos like this, so I'm not even sure why they're asking those questions. But at any rate, we'll get into all that right after this important message. Hey guys, if you want to learn the systems and strategies that I use to make millions of dollars from the last crypto bull market, well, I've taken the time to put a course together to teach what I did, and it's available now. This course covers everything from beginning to end, and so if you aren't sure if you've got the best strategies or methods right now, or you're unsure how to maximize the potential of these markets to make as much money as possible on purpose, just go to bitcoinbuilderacademy.com. The link is in the description below, and for a limited time and a limited number of people, I'm offering a super low introductory price that should be really hard to pass up. So visit bitcoinbuilderacademy.com and get started today. Now back to the video.
We have been witnessing a massive Bitcoin rally, which reminds everyone of what we saw in 2017.
Now, first of all, this doesn't remind everyone of what happened in 2017. Like I've said before, and I actually said in my last video, this reminds me of 2016. This run-up in price we have right now, if we go back to 2016, we would see that the price of Bitcoin moved up to right around $1,000, which was right at near its old all-time high, and it's exactly what we're seeing right now. This is not a parabolic bull run that we all need to be freaking out over like this is the big thing. I said this before, I'm not even sure why he's asking this question. The only people asking, as we'll see later in this video, are the analysts with the big companies that have no idea what they're talking about. So let's see what RAOUL has to say.
All I'm hearing every day from every contact is institutional money. And what's fascinating is once you look at the supply of Bitcoin, there's about 900 a day come onto the market from the mining. Most of that is being absorbed between Grayscale, PayPal, and Square. Now, at the rate PayPal and Square are growing, they're going to take the entire new supply out of the market. Against that, you then look at what is happening to the coins that are in the market. Well, they're coming off exchange. People are putting them into cold storage. So there is no supply. I have literally never seen a situation like this before, where there is no supply coming into the market and demand is going up every day because institutions are coming in. So I think we're at the early stage of something that's potentially much bigger than any of us actually think. And that is almost a little bit terrifying. I've never seen a market with this supply and demand imbalance before.
Why shouldn't people go irresponsibly long on Ethereum instead of on Bitcoin?
Because the institutional wall of money is not going into Ethereum yet. The easy trade is follow the money. We get to front run a wall of money. Now with Ethereum, we don't know that that's coming. It has other things that will drive the economics, and the Bitcoin price rising is one of them. So Bitcoin itself is, and I've been talking about this, is basically eating every other asset class for lunch. It is outperforming everything. It's even outperforming Amazon now. So anybody who's running a portfolio that's discretionary, or even personal investors, high net worth, family offices, they're all looking at themselves thinking, why do I even own anything else? And that's the conclusion I got to almost, is why even bother? Because Bitcoin itself, yes, it's a very volatile asset. Yes, we're going to have 30 or 40% pullbacks, but you get compensated so well for the risk in terms of the reward you're getting from it, that it seems to be worth the risk, which is why I'm irresponsibly long. Why
do you think that Ethereum is such a second choice after Bitcoin?
Because, I own Ethereum too, but I own much less of it. Because the institutions don't know how to even think about Ethereum yet. They're just starting. And when you say digital gold, they kind of get it. But when you say a platform for programming smart contracts and decentralized finance, and and by the way, they're going to change the algorithm, and it's it's done in a different way to Bitcoin, they're like, hold on, I can't understand Bitcoin yet. I need to get this past my trustees. So yes, it's a very important part of the ecosystem. I even believe it may end up with a larger market cap than Bitcoin. It's possible. But right now, we have to focus on what's actually happening. And Ethereum may well outperform. But the easier trade with the less volatility and the highest probability of success is Bitcoin.
Actually, not everyone is so optimistic about this rally. Some analysts told Bloomberg that actually Bitcoin is not getting nearly as much attention as it used to in 2017. Katie Jones, Chief Fixed Income Strategist for Schwab Center for Financial Research, said, "The fascination with it has worn off. You have the hardcore, I'm a cryptocurrency investor group, but it hasn't really expanded."
And so this is a good example of what I was talking about earlier. Either this person is completely clueless about Bitcoin and has no business writing any information for any articles or publications regarding Bitcoin, or they have an agenda to try to steer the general public opinion on Bitcoin. And so they're writing these negative kind of hit pieces to make sure people like the average person doesn't look into Bitcoin because they don't want to see the price increase. They want to be the only ones buying right now and accumulating while the price is still low. But let's see what Raoul has to say.
What do you think about this statement?
From what I know, and I know a lot of people in the industry, they are all onboarding institutional clients, family offices, endowments at an enormous pace. But 20,000 here is not the same as 20,000 back then. Back then, it had gone up 100-fold when it got to 20,000. We haven't even started this yet. So later on, when things get speculative, we will see something similar potentially play out. But the difference is, again, and where these guys are getting it wrong, they're saying, well, people aren't as interested. Yeah, but the real money is interested, and that's a game changer.
Bryce Doughty, portfolio manager at SIT Fixed Income Advisors, said that Bitcoin gets attention when it looks like the world is coming to an end. It is the anti-vaccine trade. What do you think about this statement?
He doesn't understand Bitcoin.
So you think that the identity of Bitcoin as the ultimate store of value can peacefully coexist with the identity of Bitcoin as a speculative, highly risky asset?
That's the beauty of it. That's why this thing is worth so much money. You have a call option on the future of the financial system and the network effects and a store of value at the same time. There's never been anything like this before. No asset has existed that looks like this. I've been running portfolios for a long time, and all I'm trying to get expressed within this view is this is the biggest, best single bet I've ever seen in my career of every asset I've ever looked at. No other asset has an upside of 5x, 10x, 20x in a short space of time. Nothing. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity we're being given.
What is your outlook for Bitcoin price for the 1 year from now?
Look, I think it's, if I was a conservative, I'd say 150,000. If I'm to be realistic, knowing what I know about the flow of funds, I think I have a feeling that Plan B's model is going to underprice the upside. I know everybody thinks on this cycle the price will be lower. I just don't see it because the amount of money coming into the space. So I actually have a feeling it might be above his target of about 250,000, but I don't know. But I like that optionality. Worst case 150, best case north of 250. I mean, find me another trade in the world that looks like this.